So, Kyrgyzstan, what is the picture that you need to have in mind if you think about this country? It's a spiritual desert right now. It has three reasons. One is the faith drain. The reason of the faith drain is that people are going from rural areas to urban areas in order to find jobs. So during the Soviet Union, you had a lot of churches in the rural areas. And then when the Iron Curtain fell, a lot of people moved out of the country, went back to Germany or to US or Europe. And so you have a few locals left who are trying to kind of survive and still build churches there. And I have a lot of respect for them because it's kind of reflecting the nomad culture that they have in them to be survivalist in this harsh environments with so many mountains. So it is the faith drain, but also the brain drain. If we went to Auschwitz, a southern city over there, and one of the guys who is working there says whenever he's talking to the young people, what are their dreams? The answer that he gets every time, get out of the country as soon as possible. And so that tells you a lot about, Proverbs says it, if a country has no vision, it will perish. And so what those few local brothers that we have met have in their heart is to build a vision for their country, that the people who already went away, who thought that they're going to leave slave country Egypt and go to the promised land in Europe or in the US, they will kind of see their own country again as the promised land and come back. Because they have many leaders which know their own country and the culture. They're working abroad and are asking the question about purpose. What should I do now? I'm blessed with business, with resources. And so I have a really great story. A brother just told me that a few weeks ago, they are kind of building a distribution channel network. And in order to do that, they have sea containers that they rebuild to local sales offices. And they invited people from the US from a church, and it was just Kyrgyz people who came there to build those sales offices. And they were amazed to see what is going on there on the ground, and it is just a spark. And so the vision that we have for this ecosystem in Kyrgyzstan is that people change the mindset. It's not a slavery country, Egypt. It is, again, the promised land. And so we have a few potentials there. That's so crazy to see that the local brothers who are doing the underground church planting, they don't have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of resources or connection to capacity builders, but I talked to them just 1 week ago, one of those guys, and they're kind of doing that already, what we stand for, in a very small way. They use the little that they have in their hands, and they do it because God is guiding them. And that's the crazy thing. They don't have these huge frameworks and a lot of theory, but the Spirit tells them to go in this direction. To start small with their church fund. Now they collect like $10,000 and they want to invest it in their own people and businesses. And so let's see how we can bring them to the table, create a working community, and to see Kyrgyzstan being again a promised land and not a spiritual desert. Thank you.